It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Godwin. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Buccaneers and the Raiders coming up next.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the offseason.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Dylan Laube. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Man in motion is Gallup. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Now he'll run, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bucs have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters, and if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. They put Adams in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That's going to be caught by Gallup. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Raider 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. On the draw, here's Madison. Whoa! And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Man in motion is Gallup. Straight ahead, here's Madison. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Chris Braswell there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. They'll toss this one out to Madison. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew. He'll get this complete to Gallup.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Bucs offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Buccaneers 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Minshew. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Man in motion is Gallup. To the air once more is Minshew. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. First down, Vegas.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To the right side, here's Madison. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Now Minshew. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down. Like, the issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Minshew. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Minshew. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's Madison. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They'll run here with Madison. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Back is Minshew. He's got Myers on the completion. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Minshew going to look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short one there to Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run over center with White. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Minshew out of the pistol here. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Bucs have it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
He finds his tight end, Keith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play action now with Minshew. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Raider 1st down.
First down, Raiders.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and throw with Minshew. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. To throw once more, here's Minshew. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
To the air once more is Minshew. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Minshew. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. They get the guard, Jackson Powers-Johnson. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Man in motion is Gallup. They look to throw it with Minshew. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and a yard.
He was defended by Trayvon Merrick.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Here comes Otten in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Here comes Otten in motion. He'll take off again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Raiders 9.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders offense, and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Madison. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick with Madison. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Madison. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw, Minshew. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. The drive begins with a run by White. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. A short one there to Otten. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. In motion is Myers. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. A toss left side caught by his running back. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
They put Adams in motion. Now Minshew. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams.
Minshew's pass complete to number 17.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. On the draw, here's Madison. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Minshew. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
He was tackled at the 27.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the 2nd half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge 1st down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Minshew to the air on 2nd down. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Taking off, he is in. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Raiders. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's a give up the middle with White, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the
On first down, right back to White. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, it's White. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run with White. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. They send Godwin in motion. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Otten. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Man in motion, heading left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But he'll gather it back in. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first down, it's White. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Minshew. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This one is caught by Gallup. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. On the give, this is Madison. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. They put a receiver in motion to the left. He'll drop to throw. They drop this underneath to White. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
To the left side, to Godwin. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The give to White. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders.
They send the tight end in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start, offense.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's White. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with White. Good blocking, and he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 17.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. To throw, Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
Holding offense.
Now on 2nd and long. Here's Minshew. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Important punt here in this tie game late. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They send Godwin in motion. They'll drop to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's 1st down. Here's White. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Holding offense.
Now, 1st and goal. A run with White. And that won't help a great deal. Just a short gain there. It's 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. White. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They come up for 2nd and 2. Back is Minshew. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup was the intended target there. And it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. To throw once more, here's Minshew. He gets that complete to his tight end man. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.